really feel like I'm inside. Are you really thinking creativity? And I really meant to make it the kind of way the nations and then I meant on the kind of ways that I say that I mean on my all explorations within again the kind of scene. Again, I really said I travel through time and again the kind of ways I said about my kind of life. Again, I really meant it. So again, it's just like what? Again, I said along my kind of ways within my talk. Again, the kind of ways I said about life of again, certain kind of ways that I might. Again, the kind of things within the transcript in the coding, and again, the certain kind of things I said within the knowing. Again, it's just like what I meant along my kind of life. Again, it's just my experiences that I really cite. Again, the kind of things that again I really said about. Again, the kind of things that I really meant about along the kind of lines. Again, the kind of ways within life. Again, the kind of things I said about the past lives. And again, everything happening at the same time. Again, the kind of things, the dreams, the codings, and I meant about again, ideas, and again, I really meant about again, well, last generation as well. Again, my generation, my ideas, and I said about again, the kind of craft, and again, a certain kind of way, the masks at that. Again, I really said I meant well, but this is again the matter of the level of importance that I said. Again, I really said I just speak from experience, and again, a certain kind of way, the clarity that I meant it. Again, the kind of ways I said about this kind of way. That again, the kind of things within ideas and dreams, and then I really said about again what I really meant along the sand. Again, I just really don't have that problem, but that kind of conundrum, unlike no other. I just really said about these kind of ways, about the kind of like I said, Phoenix Monster that I mean. Again, it's just like the kind of ways I said about life and death within the scene. Again, I said the conscious scene within the scope, and then exciting again the kind of ways I said about. Well, again, the kind of ways again. I just have it all figured out, but I mean, again, it's just not a matter of what I been told to say in secret that I said that I know. Again, the kind of things within my kind of mind. Again, the kind of ways I said within the kind of life. That is kind of why I go along like this. And again, I kind of remind myself along this kind of event. Again, it's just like what I said among us, and I meant about the holistic spirit. And again, I really said about again the energy again to get well, and again they said to get well, and then I said that I'll tell again the kind of ways that my story and my progress, and again a certain kind of way my evolution in this. Again, I said on again the kind of magic in the depths of dreams, and then again I really meant it. Again, the kind of ways I said in this light. Again, the certain kind of ways I really meant in this light. On this kind of way I said about all the offsprings of mine that I meant. About the kind of legacy that I will on this kind of earth, on this kind of landscape that I march on. I said about the kind of wall I said in this and again the visibilities of again what I meant. Again one shadow and then I just said again the kind of things that I really do mean. Again the kind of ways in the clarity. Again, I just said along these kind of ways, metaphors and the statement straightforward. Then I say again the kind of ways that I really meant. About again in this kind of way, vent about a certain kind of way, and I said about again the kind of ways that I really meant. I just don't like being normal, that's why. And again, I just really just know in my life, again, the kind of things that I said along this way in the video recording that I really do mean. Again, the continuation where I left off. On again the time traversals and the explanations of blood omens of again the blood of Christ, and then I said about this way again these kind of things that I said that I mean again the kind of creations of mine that I said about the kind of ways that I really just meant. That is kind of why I do not really care about what anybody else has to say along this end. Again, it's enthralling, and again, it's just power and a seance, a spell, and that's remembrance and my power. Again, a certain kind of way for me to always remember recollections that I mean. Again, the kind of things I said about, again, the craft, again, the kind of mind's eye, the inceptions, and that. Again, I just say that I really just meant about again um, tangents that again I really meant about I said about these kind of things I meant about these kind of ways I just really just meant about these kind of things I really said about my kind of work of arts that I really meant. That is just why I really don't care about again what I really did care about before. Again, it's just like again I really mean I just really want to remember everything, and that is kind of why I go along like this. And I just say my mantras, and I really like it. Again, the kind of things that I said throughout time. Again, a certain kind of way that I really meant about the kind of innocence that is long gone, and I don't want to be ignorant again. It's my art. Again, my philosophy, and again, my kind of statements that I stand by and like preaching, I really meant it. Again, the kind of things I said, again, I'm not a hypocrite. Again, a certain kind of ways that I meant it. Again, I just said these stories I started. So again, I really just meant it, and I know it. Again, the kind of things that I really just said. Again, the kind of ways that I meant along my trend. Again, the kind of things I'm saying to motivate in front of people and all that I saw it. Again, the kind of continuation to what I meant. Again, it gets into an explanation of what I said. Again, the continuation of a hive mind, and I said hive is multi-dimensional, universal that I meant, and then into the continuation of this make. I said I'm in charge of the NPCs that I said, again within the mind, and then I really said, again the kind of ways of, and again my kind of trend. Again, it gets into an explanation about man and the consciousness and like the coding I meant. So again, I really just said about this way. Again, when I mean about this kind of clarity, Okay, next topic. On again the way, off again the certain kind of make that I say. Again the kind of way that I said that I mean. Again this kind of clarity that I see. On again the kind of ways I really meant. And then I start to really think about it and so travel through time and space. Much of it is right, let's say it is. As long as my energy is around, I mean, that is just all there really is to this tangent. Again, I will say another tangent when I mean it. Oh, yeah.